Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to my channel, and it's time to do another video about Crysis Vrigade 2, a game that definitely is destined to be quite a big hit when it releases on PlayStation VR. In this video I'm gonna tell you how the game plays, because I played through pretty much all the 3 levels of the game, but also I'm gonna tell you about PSVR version and when we can expect it, and of course the future updates. So first of all, this game was captured from early access version that the developers sent it to me. Of course, Sony doesn't allow early access, so I captured it on PC. But if you're thinking, yes, but when will it release on PlayStation VR? Let me tell you this, the developer said to me that they are in Sony's QA now, so they hoping within a week or two. Of course, if everything goes well, it's not set in stone yet, but hopefully it will. This is the studio that already published some PlayStation VR games, so they got this Sony's quality assurance process kind of worked out, so hopefully Sony will be like, okay, let's do it. And I do hope so as well, because of course this is another indie game that's gonna be great on PlayStation VR, and I wish Sony kind of had like those high priority games and help the developers a bit, because we've got some cool stuff coming like Alvo, Beta, and of course this Crysis Vrigade 2, and I think Sony owes a lot to indie studios anyway, because they kind of help to shape and mold PlayStation VR and make it success as it is now. But anyway, that just side bit what I wanted to say. So long story cut short, you can expect Crysis Vrigade 2 very soon. But also let me tell you about the game. So I just finished playing it, and all I want to do now is play it a bit more. But I'm gonna do this video first, responsibility before pleasures. So I'm gonna talk to you about the game in basically I'm gonna go through the 3 missions of the game. So first mission is called Raid, and you've been thrown to the city what got overrun by criminals. There's a big guy waiting for you at the end who you have to kill, and that's your boss battle, because this game got boss battles, they're pretty intense, very good. Also this game makes you move a lot, you're gonna proper sweat, so keep that in mind. We got some games like that what gonna really make you sweat, you know, your Beat Saber, Gorn, Box VR, all that stuff, you know, when you move a lot. And this can be added to the collection. You're gonna squat a lot, so your ass gonna be like made of steel, the steel bomb cheeks after finishing this game, because it's gonna make you suffer, but in a good way. Just keep in mind, next day you're gonna wake up and be like, holy shit. But never mind. So that's the first mission. It's pretty intense, you know, it's hard as always, this game, hard to get through. You've got tons of enemies, the game renders loads of them. They constantly shoot in with little short breaks to reload. Of course, they got their own AI, so they kind of go inside and outside the cover, and as you're progressing through the city, you can choose different paths, and eventually you get to the final boss, which gonna challenge you even more, because apart from fighting boss, you've got other people coming at you, and it's so easy to die. But also you've got some consumables, so as you progressing through the game, you earning some money at the start of each missions. If you got enough, you can buy some extra life, and also the game allows you to buy 2 continues. But keep in mind, you have to be quite good to earn this money, you know, try to get some headshots and stuff like that. But it definitely will help eventually. Very challenging mission, but I managed to do it. And that was the first mission. The second mission is called Montoya, and in this mission you're going to catch a very ruthless criminal. He's got his own base of operation. Think about it like super villain from James Bond movies. You're going through his house, there is some secret passages, the wardrobe unlocks, and there's totally new area in like a corridor. Then you've got some kind of laboratory as well, like I'm saying, super villain. You fighting him, you think you won, but then the self-destruction mechanism kicks in, so you're about to die. You have to carry on fighting as well. You're fighting this guy about 3 times, and hopefully when you finish, when you manage to survive, after you break a lot of sweat, after your headset is drenched, you'll be satisfied because you managed to beat that boss. I really like this mission, and in this mission I said first one was hard, this one hit the fan even more, so it gets very difficult. If you played first one, you know what I'm talking about. Very challenging game, but also it's got this nice addictive gameplay loop, which lets you just thinking just one more time. If you remember going to arcades when you was younger and putting money in, and every life in the game mattered because you're spending your own money on it, It gives you kind of this feeling as well. Of course, you don't spend any money, you just need to buy the game, but you don't want to die, because once you die, you start in level from the beginning. And I know some people might be put off, but listen, this is a very addictive shooter. The shooting is very satisfying. Also, as you progressing through the levels, you picking up extra bits and bobs, like extra weapons, machine guns, AK-47s, some army weapons, whatever. You pick, there's a lot more than it was in first one. Of course, also you can pick up extra lives, and you can pick up bullet time, which feels super sweet. So let's say you manage to get through this second mission, and then you're gonna enter final mission, which is called the Ransom. We've had the Ransom in first one, I think, when you've been saving President, because he's about to be like attacked, so you're like, okay, I save him. But in this one, it's kind of different. You in your police station, and the action just kicks in. Tons of enemies attacking you from both sides. Let me tell you this, it's gonna work fine on PlayStation VR. This game got kind of like, even though Steam page says 360 tracking, it's all happening in this 180 degrees area, and it's pretty cool because you like ducking around the corners and stuff like that, so the game plays with virtual reality very nicely. But nevertheless, you're doing this ransom mission, you're going through the police station, eventually you're going through the hall what the prisoners digged out, and they're trying to escape through the metro. You can see trains driving around. Really feels like a very nice action movie, and of course tons of enemies, you're shooting them. The game puts you in nice positions, in nice cover, so let me speak about that actually a bit, because it is cover shooter at its purest, and it's well done cover shooter. So you won't be moving around, you'll be stuck in one spot, but you'll be moving around with your body, not within your game like with thumbsticks or whatever. So there is still a lot to do, and also this moving around, like I said, gonna make you super exercised, which is good. It's gonna make you feel happy. Exercising releases those kind of, what is it, some enzymes, I don't know, this is not science channel, this is VR channel. So that's what you're doing, and then you go into the final boss, which sadly I didn't beaten yet, but nevertheless I'm having tons of fun. I'm sure after doing this video and working on other videos on the channel, I'm gonna come back to Crysis Vrigade 2 today once again. So all in all, very good game, and I cannot wait to play it on PlayStation VR, because of course PSVR version probably gonna be the best version of this game, and I'm not being like, you know, funny or out. But PSVR got aim controller, which in my opinion, I said it many times, it's the best controller ever. Even though Crysis Vrigade, first one, when you play with aims, it's kind of more difficult, I still prefer play it that way, because the aim just feels so good in your hand, especially in a crazy ass action shooter like this, where the action just happening all the time. The game pretty much doesn't allow you to take a breather. So I really enjoyed it. In the conclusion, I know this is not review, but if I was going to score this game now, easily 9 out of 10. Super awesome shooter. I really enjoyed it. So what's gonna happen in the future? What are the plans for the updates? Let me tell you this, like we established at the beginning of the video, it is in QA, so hopefully within 2 weeks we're gonna get it, but also the game saying the co-op will be added, just like in the first one, and co-op will be with you this summer. Of course, summer just around the corner, 2 weeks away, so it's not even that long to wait for the co-op version. And as we know, co-op in first game made the games even more fun. So Crysis Vrigade 2 is super big step from the first one. It's kind of play similar, but everything is taken to this another level. I'm talking about the gameplay itself, I'm talking about the variety of the weapons, I'm talking about looks of the enemy and general graphics. The game looks great, hopefully it's gonna look like that on PSVR as well. I don't see why not, because PC specs to run this game are quite low anyway, so it sounds like it's very nicely optimized. The gameplay loop is so addictive. When you can like restart the game, you can buy your consumables, so you can start with different weapon, but also you can buy yourself like the things what you're gonna keep forever, like your special weapons, so your pistol looks different. You can buy different skins, you can buy gestures, and some of you gonna appreciate this. I'm assuming after you complete the game, there is a hell mode to buy. Now, who's gonna be brave enough to play this game on hell mode? I don't know, because for me the hell mode is already here, so this is gonna be like super bad hell mode. It's like a devil itself went to some extra mega bigger hell, and there's another devil saying, okay, I'm gonna fuck you up. And that's what this game saying to you, that's what this game wants to do to you, and it just feels so good. I really enjoyed it. So stay tuned to the channel. I'm gonna pass proper release date for PlayStation VR as soon as I can, but as of now it seems like the game is just around the corner, so cannot wait to get my aim controller on it. Okay, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like because it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.